Good morning, gamers. It's been a hot minute since I've talked about any drama, because I don't really care about drama. But when it comes to cosplay stuff, no one else seems to talk about it. So get your pupils and Xanax and get ready, because we are about to talk about Anime NYC Girl. Anime NYC Girl actually has a name, but people just call her Anime NYC Girl because she's irrelevant. Her actual name is Lavender Haze, or Lavi. Let's get into the stuff they've done. This was the original call-out post about her on Instagram, bringing attention to the controversy at Anime NYC. Fellas, let me remind you, this is an anime convention, not a strip club. If you want to do sex work, go right ahead. But there are children at these events. Even if there weren't kids at these events who can't consent no matter what, I guarantee you most of the people that were of age didn't want to see this nasty shit either. You can't just do weird shit in public places where people aren't consenting. This is why there's 18+ panels and conventions, which she easily could have gone to and probably would have actually found more customers at, so I'm not really sure why she decided to do this at a family-friendly event. In case you think they weren't dead serious about all of this, here's some footage of what went down at Anime NYC. Yeah, I might get demonetized for that, but that just goes to show that's not the stuff you can just do in public. It's gross. Lack of consent from the public aside, what they're doing is just unsanitary. Now more than ever in the wake of 2020, we need to make sure we're helping to contribute to clean environments, and this is just really greasy. I went to Lavi's TikTok to see if they had responded, and they sorta did. They just seemed to desperately want to be quirky despite being severely unlikable. Oh yeah, I did lewd stuff in front of middle schoolers. I'm so silly and pretty. Ma'am, you are insufferable. Save that shit for OnlyFans. Another really childish thing that I want to point out is that she actually changed her profile picture to a picture of the person who called her out. And they're, I guess, just pretending to be this other guy as some sort of own? If you're gonna be mean to someone, at least do it right. So I decided to reach out and interview Lavi and give her a fair shot to defend herself as I do on this channel, and oh boy, was it a mess. They couldn't even be bothered to show up despite us scheduling a week in advance, and her excuse was that she was drunk.
Easton, right?
Yep, so in 40 minutes, what's your Discord?
I'm not gonna lie, I started cooking and then I forgot the world existed. And then I had a bottle of wine.
I see. Would you prefer I just message you the questions and you could answer them one by one? Given that I was scheduled to fly out and see Pan a few days after this, I did not have time to reschedule the interview as she had already wasted my time fucking around and getting drunk. Despite this, I still offered an interview over text so that once again, I could give you guys both sides of the story. I'll be honest, I didn't think it was possible, but they managed to make themselves look so much worse while supposedly defending themselves. This here is the interview in full. Enjoy watching someone spiral into madness. Where did you first get the idea to do what you did at Anime NYC?
When I was at the con, I saw other girls doing it and I was like, well, I'm hotter than them. I can use that to my advantage.
Other girls had signs like that in public?
Oh yeah, that's where I found out about it.
At the actual convention itself, was the overall reception to your actions positive or negative?
Positive. I got literally zero negative energy. People basically talked shit when they were home because everyone's brave behind a screen, but a pussy IRL. Even one dude was flirting heavy, and I was like, ew. And he went on to post everywhere that I was saying I wanted a boyfriend to show me anime, and was weird, but he was touching on me without my consent at the con. Super embarrassing for him though.
How many of these lewd acts happened at Anime NYC?
I wouldn't call them lewd acts. I did it for the videos in the clout. I spit in one person's mouth, and someone asked to take a pic with my toe in their mouth.
Did you ID the people that paid you for these services?
No, because the only people asking me were grown-ass men.
Before I ask the next question, I'm going to show you some excerpts from New York City obscenity laws. The important part here is produces, presents, or directs an obscene performance or participates in a portion thereof which is obscene or contributes to its obscenity. Any charge that deals with minors, the courts are more likely to use their discretion to enact the highest level of sentencing, as well as enforcing the SORA if it applies to the situation at hand. If SORA is involved, the person accused could be compelled to register as a sex offender. It is important to know what obscene material is defined as for the purposes of these charges. The definition is not necessarily concrete, as the standard is that if the material is found to predominantly appeal to it when the contemporary community standards are applied upon review. What this means is while the statute defines specific offense manner line, sadism, masochism, lewd exhibition of genitals, or sexual bestiality, if the content is offensive to the general community, it will also be considered obscene. Were you aware that what you did was against New York law?
LOL, so I actually have a few returning NYPD family members and friends, and what I was doing wasn't against the law. It's really cute you went on Google and looked up "is stepping on people illegal in NYC" and found an unrelated law and thought, this makes me so big brain and smart. But you sound dumb. You should probably leave this question out for the fact that you look like a fool and you also didn't do enough research to see that. That only applies to sex acts performed in public, like penis-vagina interaction. Spitting in someone's mouth, stepping on people, and letting some dude pretend to suck my toe for a picture aren't sex acts, love. If you're gonna be a quote-unquote reporter, interviewer, whatever you want to pretend to be, at least be a good one for God's sake.
That's very interesting. So you spoke to them about it? I'd love to see the attorney's websites.
Oh, and by the way, what do you mean minors? These men were in their 30s and 40s. Weird ass.
The minors in the area, hun, that could watch?
You're pathetic. LOL.
I'm giving you a chance to answer what's in everyone's mind.
Do your research, then talk to me.
Instead of defending yourself, you are complaining. So you don't regret your actions at all?
Bitch, I don't need to defend shit. Fuck no. I made a bag.
As you can see, this is clearly a well-adjusted, happy, and kind individual. I don't know what it is with cosplay conventions and attracting insane women who think they're entitled to everything and are so allergic to criticism that they go into anaphylactic shock if they got a single quote tweet on Twitter. Another fantastic thing I learned from this is this absolutely super normal person is actually extremely transphobic despite using they pronouns. Crazy person moment.
I'm just gonna assume you're some little he, she, they too by the looks of it. Yeah. So, it seems like you're already taking the L, but have fun with your 8K on YouTube. Ooh, so cool, sweetie.
Oh, so you're transphobic too. Awesome. I'll make sure to add that to the video. Thanks for that. Last question. When was the last time you spoke to your parents?
LOL, like an hour ago before they went to sleep. My mom supports the bag. Your parents probably don't support your green hair liberal bullshit, so ain't transphobic. Just saying, you're ugly as fuck and I can't tell what the fuck you are, which is sad for you.
That's literally transphobic.
How is it transphobic?
So you're transphobic and using they pronouns for clout? You're so baller for that.
See, this is a liberal snowflake shit. Honey, we all know what school bus you rode. You surely didn't see me on it. Hope you find God and figure out what genders you want to pretend to be tomorrow. You can't pick one today. So sad.
Good news, guys. As I was making this video, Anime NYC actually DM'd me and told me that she is banned from further events, so we did it, boys. As you can see, she is irredeemably insufferable. I see absolutely no way for somebody this far gone and delusional to get help. Hopefully, when enough of her friends, if she has any, cut her off for her beliefs, she will realize her problems and get the help she needs. In the meantime, I'd like to segue into a broader issue at anime conventions. The fact that things are highly sexualized at family events. Even if they weren't family events, a lot of the people going do not consent to these acts. Lavi is far from special when it comes to this. From adults playing spin the bottle with literal middle schoolers, to people on leashes doing acts of BDSM, to people who are literally naked, there are a lot of truly disturbed people at anime conventions. So please make sure to report these people to security if you see them at conventions to make these events safer for people of all ages and comfort levels. I once again want to reiterate that I don't mind if you want to do sex work, as long as everybody involved is consenting. There are laws against public obscenity for a reason. Despite what this chick thinks, it is against the law to commit or solicit sex acts in public. If you're a kid going to conventions, please go with your parents or a trusted group of friends. While Lavi may not have been targeting children, a lot of people actually are. I highly recommend watching my friends Cayla's and Haryana's videos on this situation, which I will link in the description. Stay safe, stay aware of your surroundings, and I will catch you on the flip side.